Welcome to the Convey Culture Podcast, where we delve into the vibrant tapestry of generations Alpha, Z, and millennials. We're here to amplify their voices, break down biases, and shatter stereotypes. Get ready to explore the fascinating world of culture and identity and discover the true impact it has on our lives. Join us on this captivating journey. This is the Convey Culture Podcast. Welcome to the Convey Culture Podcast, where we explore how generations Alpha, Z, and millennials express their unique culture and identities. This group of people are especially interesting to marketers because they're so willing to try new things and they're constantly shifting. It's a really exciting generation to explore. And with me today, I have two who are both Barrett, you're straddling like Gen Z and Gen Alpha, and Baron, you're firmly Gen Z. But welcome. Thank you for being my podcast guest.
Hello, Bob.
I'm happy to be here.
Are you happy to be here? Okay, I'm glad. You can tell the audience I'm not forcing you to do this. Are you good? You happy to be here?
I mean, kind of.
just a little. Was there a little mom
a little charisma to kick off your podcast?
I like it. All right, Baron, because you're the oldest, I'm going to let you go first. How would you describe yourself?
As a tall, cool black man.
I love it. How old are you?
14.
And what grade are you in?
8th. Going into high school pretty soon, though.
I can't believe it. It's happening. But yes, going into high school. Barrett, what about you? How would you describe yourself?
Well, I'm a tall, fast, handsome, and very smart black man.
Oh, you really had to one-up me, huh?
Not the handsome. You're both so handsome. I'm just looking at your handsome faces.
I mean, one of us is clearly.
Yeah, and the other one's you.
All right. How old are you, Barrett?
I'm 12 years old, and I'm in 7th grade.
In 7th grade. I have a question. I don't think you two look exactly alike. How often do people ask you if you're twins or if you look alike?
Kind of often.
Really?
Like my really close friends, they said we wouldn't look alike, but other people who I just know, they'll be like, "Wow, you look exactly like your brother." My friend is like, "No, you guys do not look that similar."
I do not think you do at all. All right. So dad's background, he's black. I have Afro-Latina. My mom is Costa Rican. Your grandparents Costa Rican. How does that play a role? Like, do you feel like there's black culture and then there's a lot of different cultural elements of Costa Rican culture that we've infused in our lives? What do you notice in your day-to-day that's different from just black culture?
For our Costa Rican culture, we make rice lots.
Lots. Have you gotten good at it? Are you tired of beans and rice? We kind of eat it a lot.
No, beans and rice is very good.
Yep.
Well,
I have a question for you, Bob.
Yes.
What would you describe as black culture?
That's a good question. For me, I think I look at black culture and I see resilience, beauty, strength. I see all of those things. I see vulnerability. I also see beautiful colors and food and this amazing diaspora of people who came from all over the continent of Africa. That's one piece of it, but also has been infused with all of our other experiences. Like, I identify as black, but definitely have Costa Rican culture elements. But I think that's such a beautiful thing about black culture. I also think black culture is really cool because although we have this painful history, there's this beautiful history of what we've created since we've been in the US and the impact we have on day-to-day culture. Like, being in marketing, half of what they do is like pull from black culture when you see things that they're putting in ads. So to me, black culture is inspiration. It's really this initial, you take what you have and you make this really inspiring thing. And that's a big part of our culture.
Yeah.
So for both of you then, let me ask it in a different way. How does it feel to navigate the world as a black man?
I have to really think about my stuff. I can't be too aggressive. The reason I'm always smiling.
Yeah.
Well, we have to make sure our hands are out of our pockets and stuff because people could see it the wrong way.
Yeah. That's tough as a parent, though. Can I tell you, I hate that so much. I thought that your dad and I's generation would be the last generation to have to deal with that. But then as a parent, I'm like, get your hands out of your pockets on your hood. Like I see how people looked at you too when you were little, and they looked at you as this like cute, precious thing. And then now, since you both have gotten so tall and handsome, I see people looking at you a little bit more like you're a threat or you're a little, and so that as a mother is just terrifying. But you all are navigating it very well. You're navigating it well.
I think so.
Next, are you ready for another one? Okay. Let's see. As I got totally. Okay, so we moved from your military kids. What do you
Yep.
think is something that's unique about being a military kid? I guess you've been a military kid your whole life, but this was our first big move. What do you think?
One thing I'd say is moving a lot and having to adapt.
Yeah.
As well as all the military kids that I've met, I've been on great behavior compared to some of the other kids at school.
Yeah.
Because the military kids, their parents, usually the military parents, they keep them in check,
Yeah.
But some kids they'll like move really often, so they'll make friends. They'll have to move and make friends and move, and then that can get really difficult.
Well, we're probably going to have to move in another year or two. Like,
Yeah.
how does that feel to know that halfway through high school, you're going to have to move, and then you're going to start high school and have to move?
That's a little bit sad.
It's surreal.
Yeah. It's an adjustment. I'll be honest. I don't love that part. I like to know where I'm going to live, but at the same time, it'd be cool if we got Japan. It'd be cool if we moved somewhere new. Oklahoma's better than I thought it was going to be. So, what's the big difference between Oregon and Oklahoma that you've noticed since we've moved?
People are a lot more sports affiliated in Oklahoma.
Yeah. What do you
The
think,
people are
Barrett?
also much nicer, and the teachers, they definitely teach better.
You like the teachers better in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
What's different about the teachers in Oklahoma?
I don't know. They just teach better.
Okay, we'll go into a little bit about brands, marketings, all the things that people want to hear about. So when you watch commercials, what makes you respond to a commercial? Like, what do you like to see in a commercial or an ad?
Famous actor or athlete, and bright, colorful stuff too.
I like to see entertaining things that make me like let's say it's a Burger King commercial. I want it to be all fun. I want it to make me hungry, so I could go to get Burger King, and I want it to be like it's really nice.
What celebrity being in a commercial makes you stop and watch it?
The Kevin Hart is one of them instantly. I could always recognize his voice.
Garrett?
I would say The Rock.
The Rock? Does he do that many commercials? I feel like
No,
he doesn't.
that's why I'll be like, oh wait, let me look at this.
The Rock?
Or Ryan Reynolds too.
Yeah.
He's in quite a bit. He's in all those Mint Mobile ones.
He owns an advertising agency, so he's in there. He's in there. All right, we'll do a little rapid fire questions for both of you. If you could work with any brand, who would you pick and why?
Nike. Because it would be really cool to just collaborate with Nike. You might get some new shoes out of it. You can meet some celebrities in the process, and it'll just be like a fun thing to do.
So you're more of the sneakerhead out of the two. What would you, if I gave you $300, what do you buying at Nike?
Nice shoes.
Nice shoes.
Air Forces. Yeah.
Air Force.
Nice Air Force.
Baron, what brand do you want to work with?
I'd love to work with Nintendo because they're my favorite gaming agency.
Would you want to design a game? What would you want to do?
I'd love to work at marketing for Nintendo.
How do you feel about representation in video games? Because when I come in your room and you're playing Fortnite actually seems fairly diverse to me because you can make it whatever you want it to be. But then a lot of the games, more and more, you can make it however you want. So how do you feel about inclusivity in games? Do you feel good? Do you feel like there's representation there?
Yeah, but I feel like it's kind of hard for Japanese countries too because they don't have lots and lots of diversity there.
Yeah, to design those. Interesting. That's why you got to hire people who can give you perspective. What do you think, Barrett?
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. All right. One celebrity. Each of you have to give me one celebrity that you want to work with and one you want to collaborate with. Barrett, you go first.
One celebrity on the wall. Aren't those the same thing?
Oh, sorry. One celebrity you want to get advice from, and one celebrity you want to work with.
I would want to get advice from Oprah Winfrey, because like she's really wise.
Yes.
And one celebrity I'd want to collaborate with, it would be Ryan Reynolds, because it would be fun to collaborate with him.
Baron, what about you?
I'd love to collaborate and get advice from The Rock. He seems like a cool guy and he has like a great mind for business.
I know. I'm trying to think who I would pick for business. I might pick Jay-Z to have a meeting with about business. Maybe. I think I'd pick Jay-Z to meet. If I could just hang out with someone, I think I'd pick Rihanna to just, there'd probably be someone, but I might just pick to hang out with Rihanna. Now that she's a mom, I just feel like Rihanna seems fun. And she'd have cool fit, and I love her makeup. Like, Rihanna seems fun to me. I know everyone's supposed to pick Beyonce, but I feel like Beyonce would be so much cooler than me. It would be uncomfortable. Like, I would just not know. I don't know. I feel like I'd be like, but you're Beyonce. Not that Rihanna isn't amazing, but
she seems more approachable than Beyonce.
She seems more down to earth. Like, I could kick it with her, talk about things. Beyonce, I'd just be looking at her like, it's Beyonce. Like, I don't know how great that conversation would go. All right. What's your favorite hobby? What are you all interested in?
I love playing video games.
Favorite video game?
It really depends on my mood, but I always go back to Super Smash Bros.
Barrett?
Well, me personally, I like to play. For me, it also depends on my mood. Sometimes, like if I'm with more people, I like to play Super Smash Bros. Or a fighting type game. And if I'm like by myself, I like to just, I don't know, I just browse games, random games like Fallout 4. I do that when there's no one else to play with.
I see. All right. I know, and mom's always hating on your video game time, so there's that too. I can't help myself. I'm like, why are you in there playing video games? All right, if mom and dad had no rules and you could do anything, you have a day to yourself to just do whatever you want. You can buy anything. You have an unlimited credit card and a day to yourself. Baron, what are you doing in your day to yourself?
Going on a shopping spree at Best Buy.
Barrett, what are you doing?
I'm gonna buy the Mona Lisa. After I buy the Mona Lisa, I'm gonna buy a Target. I'm gonna buy Amazon.
I thought this question would be a lot more specific.
I know, you just said you're gonna be just buy everything. You're gonna be in acquisitions.
Okay. I'm having Amazon, and I can buy a nice chair and some sneakers, some shoes.
I see. All right, favorite basketball team?
Oh, the Golden State Warriors. Obviously.
The Bucks. Oh, that's right. Who's your favorite basketball player then?
Giannis.
Baron?
Yeah, I have to go with Giannis too, but I like the Golden State Warriors more as a team.
Giannis is winning with you all. I've noticed that. All right. And then in track and field, what do you love about running track?
I like the exhilaration when you get to the end and you just feel all your blood flowing really fast through your body.
It's fun to run.
Too.
It does. You get like I did that. I was so good that I could get a medal. I beat all these people. I did that. I'm better than them. Like it feels good.
It does feel good. It does. I will say when I was running track, my favorite thing, I don't like running, I like winning. And I run because I want to stay in shape and look like I could still run. But I liked winning is what made it all worth it. Like if there's nothing worse than running all day and losing, I'm like, oh my gosh. So like if you know you're gonna spend all day at that track meet, you want to win. At least that's how I felt about it. I'm like, I want to be there all day. All right. Mm-hmm. You could go on a trip anywhere. We're going on vacation. You can travel anywhere. Where are you going?
I'm going to Japan. Would love to experience the food and culture they have down there.
Mm-hmm. I would also like to go to Japan because I just love Japanese food. I love anime. Yeah.
What's your favorite anime shows?
Naruto.
Baron?
I'd have to go Naruto too.
Naruto for both of you? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I'm going to cut a streaming service. We subscribe to everything, and I still want to find a reason to cut it. What is the apps? What are two we must keep them streaming services?
I feel like Crunchyroll and Disney Plus.
Barrett?
Netflix and Crunchyroll.
Oh, so Crunchyroll's staying in the rotation.
Yeah. Because
All right.
YouTube's free.
We're driving down. I know I'm not huge on letting you eat fast food, but we're driving down fast food. What are you picking, Baron? What are you picking, Barrett?
I'm picking Popeyes. It's so good. People always choose Chick-fil-A, but Popeyes tastes better.
I'm gonna choose Wendy's and get the double bacon burger.
I see. So none of you are going to be plant-based like your mother. I can tell. You're
No.
like, not doing no. Mm-mm. All right. And then if you, I'm going to ask you this, and I probably know the answer: Apple or Android?
Apple.
Hands down.
I would have to say Apple.
What
What
would
about
make
you? What about you?
What would make you shift away from Apple?
A longer battery and not ruining group chats.
Oh, I know. Is that a thing for real? I hear that's a thing for your generation as a group
Yes, it
chat,
is.
and it's like, it's annoying. Is that your thing?
It's kind of goofy, but it is.
If one Android's in there, you can't kick people out or get people to join. You have to create a whole new group chat.
It's the group chat shame. All right, social media platforms. Barrett, I know you're not quite there. You're not as interested. Baron, favorite social media platforms?
It'd be between TikTok and Snapchat. Snapchat's a lot better for communication and knowing what your friends are up to, and TikTok's a lot better for entertainment and such.
Okay, how scared as a parent should I be that you're on social media? Like, how scary? If I hand over your phone, would I be terrified as a mother, or are we fine?
No, you're fine, Bob. You know me.
I know. It's still scary. I'm like, sometimes I see things on TikTok and I'm like, did my kid see this? Or Snapchat? And I'm like, hopefully your algorithm is well behaved.
It is.
All right, Bear, what's your favorite? What are you listening to? What do you love listening to music wise?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Bear,
You're building a playlist.
Good time, Bear.
You listen to music. What are you listening to in your headphones all the time?
I just like see what's new and play it. See if I like it.
Well, what's the newest song you've been listening to?
The newest song that would be Players, you know.
The Girls Are Players too song?
Yeah.
That's your sister's favorite song. She thinks that's the best one. All right. Nike or Adidas? We established it, but just checking. Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Okay, cultural question for you. Dad cannot stand, I can't stand this either, but maybe less passionately than Dad. When you wear Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour all at the same time, is that something that your generation just doesn't care about? Is that not a thing for you all?
Not at all. At least from what I've been through.
Yeah, it's not really a thing. They're like, we don't care. It's close or close.
Now, it's interesting because when we were in Oregon, I felt like you didn't have a very diverse friend group at your school. Because of Dad and I's friends, you had a fairly diverse friend group. But here in Enid, I feel like you have a pretty diverse group of friends. How has it been? Do you ever feel like you have cultural misalignment or they don't understand you? Or do you feel that they're pretty good and inclusive and you haven't had any issues with that?
I feel like they're pretty good and inclusive.
Me too. I agree.
And Barrett, you have a bunch of military friends, so they've lived in Italy, they've lived in various places. All right, very last question. Do you think brands and marketers are doing a good job reaching you, or do you think there's better ways that they could communicate with you or better ways to reach you?
I do think they're doing a good job, but I feel like they could do better, you know?
How could they do better?
How could they do better?
No, I'm asking you because you said they could do better. And which way could they do better, man?
They could make it more fun.
So do you like when they are in your video game, like when you see a brand integration in your video game, or do you not like that? Or when you see an ad on social media, what do you like?
I mean, it's kind of strange to see a completely different brand inside a game, you know?
But people do integrations. What's that game you all love so much? The one you play with your friends all the time. I'm not remembering what it's called.
Fortnite.
Fortnite. Fortnite does a lot of brand integrations. And you're not into them?
Well, I'm cool if it's like a Star Wars or anime or
Yeah.
Marvel, but not anything else.
If it's like, usually with the real life people, it's okay. But if it's like a brand, it's kind of odd. Yeah.
You don't like it?
No.
Do you think the metaverse is going to be a big thing? You both, we have a headset. Do you think it's going to be a big thing, or you don't think it's going to go too far?
I don't think so, because recently it has not been doing all that well. I haven't heard anybody talk about the metaverse or anything else like that.
And sorry, continue.
Like, it's I don't think it's gonna be a big hit. I don't think people are gonna use it even in the future.
Either. What about AI? Sorry, Baron. Go ahead. You were going to say.
It's definitely going to be a big hit. But the thing about VR is, it seems cool. You play it for a while and then you'll just leave it. It's that one thing that comes around like once a few months.
That makes sense. Okay. And AI, I know you're already using ChatGPT, but what do you think about AI?
I think it's pretty cool, but I don't think it's smart enough to take over the world yet.
You don't think so? I'm torn on how nervous. I use AI. I think it's great. I use all the tools. It's made my life easier, but at the same time, I worry that the same biases that we have now will then be flooded into AI. So we'll basically train this machine not to be inclusive, and I guess that's my concern of it. And then the impact to jobs, like what does that look like for people? That's my concern. But you'll be living in a generation of AI. So, Barrett, what do you think about AI?
I think AI is going to be the next big thing, It already is like a huge hit. People are using it, not just like for writing essays and stuff. Scientists are using it. Like you were talking about the other day. Like they don't know how to stop the enamel from growing on people's teeth when they have it back. And they said AI could help. Like this could be really big change. This could be a really big change. It's going to allow for it, like. And eventually, AI may be able to like cure cancer.
I know, but when we grow up, when we grow up, I'm grown. You're like, when you look at it, when you say, "What jobs do you want to have?" How will those jobs impact? How will AI impact your jobs? Because Barrett, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A doctor and engineer.
Okay, so doctor engineer could be impacted by AI. Maybe not a doctor if you're the physical sense, but an engineer could be. What do you think, Baron? What about you? What do you want to be?
Probably not, because unless AI changes really rapidly, it won't match people's views on advertising that much.
I mean, but
I can go ahead, Barrett.
If you think about it, if it just collects data and sees what people reacted to the most, it could easily push out an ad about what the people like the most.
But the thing about ads is, Barrett, people only notice them if they stick out.
Yeah, and they could put what they like, so it sticks out.
So you could create a recipe,
then it won't stick out.
But they could just change it, man.
And that means AI won't affect my job that much, huh?
Yeah.
You could always start your own video game company, and then AI can't. We'll see where video games even end up. You may end up being a character in a video game at some point. So, all right, gentlemen. Anything you feel like people need to know about you or know about your generation that I didn't think to ask you?
No, I'm good.
I am the best brother. Yeah.
Who's gonna be taller?
The most useless piece of information.
Who's gonna be taller?
Look at who already said shorter.
All right. Well, thank you both for being guests and indulging me and doing all the bread things. I think you're both incredible. As your mom, I can't wait to see what you grow up and become. But thank you for indulging me on this journey, guys.
You're welcome.
All right. Talk soon. Bye.